Hello everybody, Seabricks here today with a quick Star Wars set review. Today I'm taking a look at set number 75278, Dio. This is obviously built to represent the newest member of the droid crew found in the Rise of Skywalker, Dio. And I think that just looking at the box, it definitely sort of comes across as being Dio. I think the tire looks, or not the tire, the wheel looks a little too small. I think a lot of people agree with me on that, but I don't know. Just looking at official images of Dio, pre and post Rise of Skywalker, I always thought the wheel was a little bigger, but who knows, maybe when I take a look at the build, my opinion will change. But I felt that it was appropriate to do a review of this buildable character since the newest family member of the buildable characters was just announced, and I'm super stoked for that. That's going to be Baby Yoda or the child. Definitely going to pick that one up, but I figured we should get the latest one out of the way. The set does come with 519 pieces. It's recommended for ages 10 and up and only includes one minifigure. Though the box art is rather plain, yet still kind of cool. I like the sort of grassy wheat fields. I like the way that kind of blends with the overall stand. The Rise of Skywalker box art always looks nice. I love the Kylo Ren in the top right corner. But other than that, the box art's pretty plain, pretty generic. This is one of those tall, skinnier boxes that I really like. You can see on the back it shows off some of the different ways you can pose Dio, as well as a little plaque that is included in the set. Obviously, I'll go over that a little more in depth later. But another thing that's worth to note is the box is a little more glossy, I feel, than normal. I don't know if that's something that's just on this box or has been on most boxes for Dio, but I don't know. Just something that I point out, it's kind of cool. It kind of like caught my eye on the shelf. I don't know. I just like it. By the way, top to bottom, this is the full just Dio build, and I think that he looks pretty good. I mean, I think that he looks, rather nice. He definitely does a good job of capturing the look of Dio, which is obviously what he's supposed to represent, so that's, of course, good. You want to walk into a room and you see this character, you want to know who it is, which is nice. I just feel the only problem with that is that Dio's not really the most well-known droid character, I don't feel like. I mean, he was only in one movie, and I'd say he had roughly 5 dialogue lines. I mean, I just feel like it was appropriate to do him, especially for the Rise of Skywalker wave for a buildable character. Though, I think that, honestly, the Porg probably sold better, and that's not even a named character, But, of course, that's not the design of the set's fault at all. That's just the production of the Star Wars movie, the marketing, and the script writing, and, that's a whole other conversation in itself. But otherwise, it's definitely recognizable. Something I found that was kind of interesting is you can't actually remove him from the stand. I mean, you kind of can by force. I'm not gonna, because it rips the whole stand apart, but you can't actually remove him, which is kind of disappointing. You could remove BB-8 from his stand, which was really cool. And also the tire on his wheel, or the wheel itself, doesn't actually spin at all, which I'm fine with that. That's fine. That's definitely, a sacrifice I'm willing to make to have the tire or the wheel. I'm just going to the wheel looks so good. I think that, it's definitely, like I said, worth it, but still, it would have been really cool if they could have got the wheel to spin, I think that would have really added to the overall, the overall value of the set. Taking a look at the bottom base and the wheel of Dio, you can see some nice designs. I like that they use those tan grill pieces to sort of represent rust or sand or dirt, whatever it may be. I like the way the stand is built. It's built to sort of be either on a sandy terrain or in the field like shown on the box. You can kind of use your imagination to fill in the gaps there. It could be really whatever you want, which is nice. Like I said, the wheel does look really nice. These little skits are cool too. Pretty simple building technique. You actually have to sort of thread them through with a Lego, one of the newer wire pieces, or I shouldn't say wire, tube pieces. I like the way that it's built. The build does get a little repetitive, but that's nothing that I really care about when it actually looks this good. I think that that's nice. The other side, you can see again some more of those tan grill pieces used, and this little black bit here. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to represent. If you know, let me know. But you can also see some of the green accents, which I really like. A little bit of tan poking through here. Not a big fan of that, though the tan grill pieces definitely make it look better. Don't they make it look, less out of place. The way that the frame is built up is also really fun. If I can actually just take it off, it's built on this giant reverse studded top to bottom brick build, which is kind of fun. I like that. I think that that's kind of cool. You just have to press it on there. Looks really nice. the hinge or axle, or I kind of want to call it neck spine of the actual droid build. It's really nice. I like the way that this is built. There's a little built-in play feature here, which you can kind of see. I'll talk about that later. But it looks nice. I like the way they integrate it. They just connect it to this, the outer shell or the inner dome area, and then connect it up to the top bit. I like the way they use some of these wirings. I like the way that that works. I think that that definitely looks nice, especially coming around the back of his head, sort of towards his neck. But overall, looks nice. Nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. Pretty simple, which is always good. His head holds a different story. It looks really nice. Like I said, the wires or the tubes sort of run off into his neck, which is awesome. And if you actually rotate this, you can rotate his head back and forth, which is cool. It can actually go 360 degrees. Don't worry about these antennas getting away. Speaking of the antennas, though, I'm going to rotate his head. These are nice. They're connected really well. You don't have to worry about them falling off if you're sort of hitting the thing or messing around with it. They're built on hinges so they can be moved and sort of thrashed around. Though they do move up and down from their hinges really easily. I don't know if that's just something with my pieces being a little more worn for some reason, or if that's just for everything, or if they're just meant to be like that. It's fine. I like the way that they build this sort of black, I want to say top or lid to his head. I think that that's cool. It definitely makes it look a little more filled in, even though the inside is almost completely hollow. They just connect it with two of these tan pieces right here. And then the front of his head really is nothing special, just the three black lines they use to represent his eyes. I like that. It's simple enough. It gets the look across. It's pretty nice. They're not curvy or misprinted at all, which is awesome. A little bit of a printed piece right here, sort of a grill to represent the mouth. I like the way that they build up his green nose. That's also really nice. His neck over here just built up with some black grill pieces and some other black to curve pieces. Looks nice. Like I said, rotates. And that's surprising. That's pretty much it. I did say there was another main play feature, which you will find right here. If you turn this back and forth, it will make his whole head sort of move forward and back, almost like he's nodding, which is fun. I like the range of motion you can get with his head. You can make it do all kinds of crazy stuff. It's really cool. It's like operating a puppet, but it's fun. It's fun. I like that. It gives kids something to mess around with. You see him on the shelf. You can pick him up, be like, oh, no. It's just kind of fun. Something you can play with, something you can mess around with. And I like that. I think that that's definitely cool. That's something that's really cool to see on these buildable characters, which are ultimately a display item. But I like that it provides that little bit of playability. The only other thing included in the set is this little plaque, which I like. It kind of is like a semi-pseudo UCS style plaque. I like it. The sticker is really big, though. There are a few bubbles in mine. I just wasn't very careful when applying that. I got most of them out, though, so not a big deal there. If you want to pause and read this, you of course can, but I'll go through a few of them. I like the model custom droid, affiliation resistance, primary associate, BB-8, primary function, companion, that's really cute, and then the height is 0.30 meters, which is cool. I like the Star Wars logo on top and the sort of blueprint-based look of him on the plaque itself. They also include a little Dio minifig, which I'll take a look at in a second, but you can just set him on the stand here, which is also kind of cool, sort of in scale to the minifigs. Overall, really nice. It's built on a hinge. You can hinge it forward, and I don't know why you do that. It doesn't look very good, but you can also hinge it a little further back. No, actually, that's the furthest it goes. But yeah, it's just meant to be set aside Dio, which is fun. I like that they include that. Like I said, the sole lone wolf minifigure, if you can even call it that, in the set is the little play scale Dio, the little minifig scale Dio. I like the way that this guy looks. It's definitely a fun little mold. No way you can move his head up and down at all. Just a mold. Good detail on it though. It definitely looks like Dio. But yeah, not much to say about this guy. He came out in the Resistance Y-Wing and the Millennium Falcon as well. And to me, those are personally to me, those are better sets than this. So if you really want the Dio, I'd recommend getting either one of those sets. But still, fun little minifig. I like that they include him. I like it when they include actual minifig versions of the buildable characters that they build. That's always kind of cool. But that's going to wrap it up for Dio. Overall, I think that this is a pretty good set. I think that it's a nice buildable character. I think that if you are collecting the buildable characters, this is definitely a good addition to your collection. I think that it's definitely worth the buy, though $70 to me is kind of overpriced. I think I could see this guy, honestly, at $50. I mean, the ATST Raider, released around the same time, had almost the same amount of pieces and cost $20 less. So I just think that, that could be, that could be viewed as a little absurd. Though you do get the plaque, so that's, I don't know, that adds a little bit of value, but not $20 worth. I mean, come on, let's be honest. But yeah, I think that this is good for collectors or just anyone who wants something to put on their desk or something to display. I don't think it's a really good playset, though, for kids. Like I said, it only has those 2 main action features, and you can't even remove him from the stand, which I think is kind of disappointing. It's kind of a letdown, that if you have a buildable character, it's fun to, pick them up, kind of act like they might be your little actual real life-size companion. I know that's something that my sister likes to do with the buildable character Star Wars figures. So it's just a shame. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this for little kids who want something to play with. But like I said, if you're an adult collector, you should definitely pick this guy up. Maybe wait for him to go on clearance, though. I don't think that you should pay $70 for this thing, but definitely worth the grab. But yeah, my conclusion, I'm going to rate this a 7.4. I don't think it's a really great set, but it's definitely a good set. It's pretty much about average. But that's pretty much all I can say about this guy. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on the video, go subscribe, check out some other LEGO Star Wars videos. I've been posting a little more than usual lately. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for the Baby Yoda buildable figure. And of course, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. And as always, peace. Dio, should they subscribe? Should they check out other videos? Are they legends if they don't subscribe? Oh, you heard it here first, folks. I mean, the droids did it, not me.